It's the largest warship in the world. On the high seas, it stands unrivaled. And for its very first deployment, the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford headed from North America to Europe, making the transatlantic journey to train alongside NATO allies.
Amid ongoing tensions in the Gulf region, particularly involving Israel and Hamas, the Mediterranean has taken center stage, attracting global attention. In response to these escalating tensions, the United States has deployed its most closely guarded asset to the region. The intervention of the multi-billion-dollar secret aircraft carrier has sent a clear message that the United States is fully prepared to defend its allies and interests in this troubling region.
Time now is 8:56 and a long-awaited homecoming for thousands of sailors aboard USS Gerald R. Ford. After more than 8 months, the aircraft carrier is returning to Naval Station Norfolk.
How are other rival countries responding to this daring move by the U.S.? Join us as we explore how the U.S. secret $13 billion aircraft carrier shocked Hamas, Iran, and Russia. How the billion-dollar U.S. aircraft carrier got launched. The USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group, accompanied by cruisers and destroyers, has been directed to the Eastern Mediterranean by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin to be prepared for various scenarios, including surveillance and potential interdiction of weapon shipments to the region. Amidst the ongoing Israel and Hamas conflict, reports indicate that 27 American citizens have been confirmed dead, while some remain missing.
Well, Hamas continues to fire rockets into Israel. 27 Americans are among those killed thus far.
The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem closely monitors the situation to ensure the safety of American citizens. Diplomatic efforts, led by Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, are ongoing to facilitate dialogue and emphasize the urgent need for de-escalation. Meanwhile, the deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford serves as a strategic move to ease tension in the region. The journey of the USS Gerald R. Ford began with a $2.7 billion contract in 2005, followed by a significant $5.1 billion contract with Northrop Grumman Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia, in 2008. Construction took place at the Huntington Ingalls Newport News shipbuilding facilities in Virginia, with a symbolic keel-laying moment on November 14, 2009, led by Susan Ford Bales, daughter of President Gerald R. Ford, who honored her father's legacy.
When a new carrier sets to sea, her shipbuilders' quality and pride leave the construction site, often to become a faint memory in the history of the carrier.
Construction milestones were achieved rapidly, with the carrier being halfway structurally complete by August 2011, reaching 75% completion by April 2012, and 87% by November 2012. The island, a prominent superstructure on the carrier's flight deck, was installed on January 26, 2013, with the final superlift completing structural construction on May 7, 2013. A time capsule was sealed on July 11, 2013 to mark the occasion. Production setbacks led to a postponed launch in October 2013, with the naming ceremony following in November. Construction costs had risen to $12.8 billion by 2013, and by September 2015, testing delays had pushed the delivery date to April or May 2016. Issues with 4 major flight systems further delayed combat readiness, with a new anticipated delivery in November 2016. By March 2018, construction costs had escalated to $13.27 billion, making the Gerald R. Ford the most expensive warship ever built. Delivery to the Navy was postponed by 3 months, with a new delivery date set for October 2019. The USS Gerald R. Ford completed its initial operational test and evaluation in April 2017, followed by builder trials between April 8th and April 14th. Acceptance trials occurred between May 24th and May 26th, 2017, and shock trials were successfully completed in June 2021 off the Florida coast. Features and capabilities of the USS Gerald R. Ford.
Let us resolve today that this will not be the case when the USS Gerald R. Ford sets to sea.
this nuclear-powered carrier boasts two A-1B nuclear reactors, each weighing over 1,000 tons, providing exceptional longevity and the potential to power an entire city without interruption. Nestled within its core are two A-1B nuclear reactors generating an impressive 700 megawatts of power, equivalent to an astounding 9,152,000 horsepower, or nearly 2 million horsepower through its huge electric motors. Each motor, equivalent in size to 4 pickup trucks stacked together, generates power equivalent to 1.5 million horsepower. However, due to its immense size, the carrier, with a deck spanning 1,100 feet in length, 260 feet in width, towering at a height of 245 feet, and weighing 100,000 tons, is incapable of nimbly skimming across the water like a race car. The reactors provide an almost unlimited range to the carrier, allowing it to operate for 50 years without needing a recharge. The autonomy for travel, dependent only on water and food supply, is an impressive 120 days. The USS Gerald R. Ford proudly holds the title of the largest aircraft carrier globally, providing crucial support for various aircraft, helicopters, and UAVs, including state-of-the-art fifth-generation fighter jets. As a beacon of excellence in anti-aircraft artillery systems, it features the Mark 15 Phalanx close-in weapon system, a formidable defense mechanism known for its remarkable rate of fire. An astounding 4,500 rounds per minute, and an initial projectile velocity of 3,600 feet per second. In offensive engagements, the carrier deploys Lockheed Martin's LAWS, or Laser Weapon System, which is a state-of-the-art weapon drawing power from the aircraft carrier's nuclear reactors. This advanced system enables a sustained offensive against hostile aircraft and missiles at a substantial distance of 3 miles. The laser's potency is such that it can disrupt aircraft electronics or obliterate projectiles approaching the USS Gerald R. Ford. Another integral component of the carrier's formidable arsenal is the RIM-116 Rolling Airframe Missile (RAM) system, resembling a creation from the realms of science fiction. With a magazine housing 20 missiles, the RAM system plays a pivotal role in the carrier's defense. Mind you, each missile is capable of intercepting targets at an impressive range of 6 miles and a flight speed exceeding 2,200 miles per hour. The USS Gerald Ford, with its electromagnetic aircraft launch system, emails, and advanced arresting gear, AAG, exemplifies the next generation of carrier capabilities. Emails allows for more flexible aircraft launches, accommodating a broader range of aircraft types, while AAG improves aircraft recovery, making the process safer and more efficient. Moreover, the USS Gerald Ford is equipped with advanced radar systems, electronic warfare capabilities, and integrated networks that enhance situational awareness and communication. These features contribute to the carrier's role not only in power projection, but also in establishing dominance over a vast operational area. At the heart of the USS Gerald R. Ford is its formidable airstrike group, a harmonious ensemble comprising 95 aircraft and helicopters, meticulously assembled to ensure readiness and effectiveness during missions. In preparation for the carrier's deployment to the Mediterranean, strategic enhancements were made to this already powerful complement. These additions included squadrons of F-35, F-15, F-16 fighters, and A-10 attack aircraft, each contributing unique capabilities and strengths to the carrier's combat capabilities. While the aircraft carrier stands out as a formidable asset, it's part of a broader naval force that includes cruisers, destroyers, and support vessels within a carrier strike group. The synergy among these components creates a comprehensive and versatile force capable of addressing various threats. The aircraft aboard the USS Gerald R. Ford, the F-35, a standout member of the airstrike group, belongs to a versatile family of single-engine supersonic and stealth multi-role fighters. Recognized as a milestone in aviation technology, it is the second fifth-generation fighter to enter U.S. service and the first operational supersonic short takeoff and vertical landing stealth fighter. With advanced features like low observability, advanced avionics, and sensor fusion, the F-35 boasts high situational awareness and long-range lethality. The aircraft's unique design elements include a distinct wingtail configuration with 2 vertical stabilizers for stealth, various flight control surfaces, and a short wingspan of 35 feet for fitting inside amphibious assault ship parking areas. The Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine powers the aircraft, delivering strong thrust, especially with afterburners. The extensive use of composites in the airframe contributes to stealth and overall durability. Internal weapons bays eliminate drag from external stores, providing a top speed of Mach 1.6, enhancing combat range and versatility. Cutting-edge sensors and avionics, such as the Northrop Grumman APG-81 radar, BAE Systems ASQ-239 Barracuda electronic warfare system, and Lockheed Martin AC-40 electro-optical targeting system, further enhance the F-35's mission capabilities, ensuring a high level of situational awareness and command and control capabilities for the pilot. Moving on to other intriguing features of this aircraft, let's focus on its unique helmet-mounted display system, also called HMDS. This system is a game-changer as it provides flight and combat information directly on the pilot's visor. The pilots have crucial information right in front of their eyes, allowing them to maintain situational awareness even when looking away from the aircraft's nose. But that's not all. The HMDS also facilitates off-boresight missile launches, making it a vital component for air combat. Now, when we talk about the F-35's stealth capabilities, it's not just a matter of being sneaky. The aircraft achieves its stealthiness through meticulous design, radar-absorbent materials, and innovative features like the diverter supersonic inlet. This design wizardry reduces the F-35's radar cross-section, making it highly effective at avoiding detection. In fact, its radar cross-section has been likened to that of a metal golf ball at certain frequencies and angles. When we compare the F-35 to the F-16, we can conclude that they are both highly esteemed fighter aircraft, with unique capabilities shaping modern air combat, making them worthy of the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier. The F-35 itself is known for its flexibility in carrying various air-to-air and air-to-surface weapons, both internally and on external wing stations. This adaptability allows it to excel in mission profiles ranging from close air support to suppressing enemy air defenses, thanks to its advanced avionics and sensor fusion. On the other hand, the F-16, a fourth-generation fighter, has earned its reputation as a pinnacle in its own right. With a single-engine supersonic multi-role tactical fighter design, the F-16 redefines air combat with advanced aerodynamics and avionics. Its relaxed static stability fly-by-wire flight control system enables exceptional maneuverability, making it highly agile and capable of 9G maneuvers. Armed with an internal M61 Vulcan cannon and multiple hardpoints for missiles, bombs, and pods, the F-16 is a versatile platform designed for cost-effectiveness and easy maintenance. Another aircraft on the USS Gerald Ford is the A-10 Thunderbolt II, affectionately known as the Warthog. This aircraft is a powerful symbol of formidable firepower within American aviation, primarily tasked with close air support. Equipped with the remarkable GAU-8 Avenger cannon, capable of discharging an impressive 3,900 rounds per minute, the A-10 Thunderbolt II ensures air cover for ground forces. How the USS Gerald R. Ford keeps its aircraft secure. The USS Gerald R. Ford is a state-of-the-art aircraft carrier that stands out not only for its extensive and formidable armament, but also for its unique features. Beyond its impressive weaponry, the carrier boasts a specialized cable landing system, crucial for accommodating helicopters like the Apache, which require vertical landings. This system ensures secure landings on the carrier's deck, even in challenging conditions with turbulent wave activity. The USS Gerald R. Ford's exceptional design also incorporates an expansive and unobstructed deck, significantly enhancing the efficiency and safety of both takeoffs and landings. It has a well-designed environment that promotes secure and efficient flight operations. The carrier's elevators play a crucial role, simplifying the process of raising and lowering aircraft and other equipment. With an impressive capacity of hoisting loads weighing up to 65 tons, the carrier boasts 3 of these elevators, adding to its operational prowess. Below the upper deck, there's an auxiliary deck resembling a substantial parking facility in the carrier as well. This space serves as a secure refuge for an array of elite warplanes, allowing for the concealed presence of stealth bombers like the B-21 Raider. These stealth bombers are poised to execute swift and devastating strikes against potential adversaries. The USS Gerald R. Ford, during its voyages, benefited greatly from the company of stalwart companions in the form of the Gerald Ford Carrier Strike Group, known as Carrier Strike Group 12. This formidable naval formation consists of several key components working harmoniously together. At its core lies the Carrier Air Wing 8, a diverse assembly of dynamic squadrons, each bringing its unique set of aircraft and capabilities. These squadrons include HSC-9 Trident, HSSM-70 Spartans, Virginia 124, Bear Races, VFA-37 Raging Bulls, VFA-211 Black Lions, VFA-87 Golden Warriors, VFA-31 Tomcatters, VQ-142 Grey Wolves, and VRC-40-2 Rawhides. The squadrons play a pivotal role in enhancing the combat readiness and versatility of the strike group, providing essential air support and offensive capabilities to amplify the overall strength of the strike group. The Carrier Strike Group is further fortified by formidable surface combatants, including the USS Normandy, USS Ramage, USS McFall, and USS Thomas Hudner. This fleet of destroyers and cruisers is equipped with advanced weaponry and systems, ensuring the carrier's safety is paramount. Together, they form a unified force that showcases the might of the American military and reinforces its strategic position on the global stage. The accompanying vessels extend the carrier's reach and power projection capabilities, offering added firepower, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance capabilities, and logistical support. This expanded operational range empowers the carrier to undertake diverse missions and maintain a constant presence in various regions. Moreover, the fleet's presence provides the carrier with the flexibility to respond to a range of contingencies, from humanitarian assistance and disaster relief to combat operations. In essence, these fleets are the Carrier Strike Group's versatile and indispensable tools that maximize the effectiveness and security of aircraft carriers during their missions. The difference between the USS Gerald Ford and the Nimitz class. The Nimitz class has been a cornerstone in the U.S. Navy since the commissioning of USS Nimitz, CVN-68, in 1975. However, the newer USS Gerald R. Ford has taken its naval capabilities to the next level. When it comes to costs, the final iteration of the Nimitz class, USS George H.W. Bush, CVN-77, commissioned in 2009, was built for approximately $6.2 billion. In stark contrast, the Gerald R. Ford class cost $13.27 billion, with an additional $4.7 billion in research and development. It stands out as the most expensive warship ever constructed. The Nimitz class, weighing about 97,000 tons, is 1,092 feet long, with a beam of 252 feet and a top speed of 30 knots. The Gerald R. Ford class mirrors these dimensions, with a weight of almost 100,000 tons and a top speed of 30 knots. Supercarriers like these are often considered navies unto themselves due to their extensive personnel and equipment. The Nimitz class accommodates around 5,000 crew members, whereas the Ford class functions seamlessly with approximately 700 fewer crew members. The Ford class introduces advanced weaponry, including laser self-defense systems. Both carriers can house 75 to 85 aircraft, with the Nimitz favoring F/A-18E or F Super Hornets, F/A-18C Hornets, F-4 Phantoms, F-14 Tomcats, and more. A significant innovation of the Ford class is the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, generating magnetic fields for improved takeoff speeds with less damage than traditional steam catapult systems. The advanced arresting gear, AAG, on the Ford class is touted as a more effective landing system than the Mk7 hydraulic system used on the Nimitz, though some reports question its proven superiority. Remarkably, despite the power-intensive electromagnetic catapults, the ship generates a surplus of power. According to the U.S. Naval Forces Command, only half of its power generation capacity is currently utilized, leaving the remaining half available for future technologies. This leads us to the question, what are these future technologies? First and foremost among them are lasers. The need for a $13 billion aircraft carrier like Gerald Ford is not just justified, it's essential. The emergence of new anti-ship missiles, particularly from China, poses a significant threat. Some of these missiles can maneuver at hypersonic speeds above Mach 5, challenging the efficacy of existing naval defenses. Recognizing this, the U.S. Navy is turning to lasers as a defense mechanism. Over the past decade, China has rapidly expanded its navy, now boasting 770 ships, twice the size of the U.S. Navy. The concern lies in their development of highly maneuverable hypersonic missiles capable of reaching speeds of Mach 10. With a test site featuring mock-ups of U.S. aircraft carriers, China practices targeting these symbols of naval power. The fate of such powerful ships could hinge on a single accurate hypersonic shot. To counter this, the Pentagon is investing in laser technology. The futuristic lasers on Gerald Ford offer tantalizing benefits. Powered by the ship's massive nuclear reactors, they fire at the speed of light, countering the hypersonic threat effectively. These lasers can reload swiftly, negating the need for ammunition reserves and providing virtually unlimited firepower. While the aircraft carrier strike group is equipped to intercept approaching missiles, the inherent challenge lies in the magazine-depth problem-limited ammunition storage that requires replenishment back in port. Lasers, on the other hand, solve this problem. Experts estimate that a laser with a power of at least 300 kilowatts is needed to stop a barrage of cruise missiles or hypersonic weapons. The Navy is planning to test a 300 kilowatt laser as part of the High Energy Laser Countermeasures Program, HELCAP, to address this challenge. Now, we anticipate what the future holds for the USS Gerald Ford, but it currently boasts upgraded electronic warfare systems, with the AN/SPY-3 and AN/SPY-4 multifunction radars, known as dual-band radar, performing various tasks more efficiently than the Nimitz's AN/SLQ-32 electronic warfare suite. Beyond the technological advancements, the Ford class emphasizes the optimization of space, a superior sewage system, new electric weapons elevators, a larger flight deck area, and a redesigned island, showcasing hidden value in every inch. The reduced crew requirements, thanks to automation, contribute to lower operating costs and improved sailor quality of life. How Russia and Iran are responding to USS Gerald Ford. Countries like Russia and Iran are shocked by the deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford, as they are worried the ship may be considered for deployment in their region as well. This would be a huge challenge for Russia to deal with, since its aircraft carrier, Admiral Kuznetsov, cannot stand beside the U.S. billion-dollar carrier. This colossal carrier, with a displacement of 58,000 tons and a length of 1,000 feet, holds a unique position in naval history. Interestingly, it was built at Ukraine's Nikolaev shipyards during the Cold War. Ukrainian president at the time, Leonid Kravchuk, claimed the carrier as Ukrainian property, ordering its commander, Viktor Yarygin, to remain docked in Ukraine. However, Yarygin, disputing Ukraine's existence as a country at that point, set sail on December 1, 1991, the same day as Ukraine's independence referendum, leaving one-third of the crew behind. Despite being incomplete, Admiral Kuznetsov was commissioned as the flagship of the Russian Navy on January 20, 1991. This massive carrier, although officially commissioned, faced challenges. It took 2 years for it to receive any aircraft, and 3 more years to become fully operational. Its first deployment in 1995 to the Mediterranean showcased Russia's new flagship, emphasizing status projection rather than immediate power projection. During its debut deployment, the carrier faced hardships. The 2,000 embarked men rationed water, available for only 20 minutes a day due to malfunctioning evaporators. At one point, the U.S. Navy considered aiding the Russian flagship by providing fresh water. The carrier's propulsion system, consisting of 8 pressurized boilers, proved extremely unreliable. On multiple occasions, including its first deployment, Admiral Kuznetsov lost all propulsion and was adrift at sea, requiring towing back to port. This unreliability led to the carrier being accompanied by a tugboat during the 2016 Syrian campaign, a decision that proved wise when Kuznetsov once again lost propulsion and had to be towed back to port. Despite its capabilities, it's obvious that Kuznetsov has faced considerable challenges over the years. Its age and prolonged neglect have taken a toll on its operational reliability. The ship has experienced breakdowns at sea and suffered from incidents like an electrical fire that tragically resulted in the loss of one crewman. Additionally, the carrier faced a fire in the dry dock and lost its dry dock when the floating dock PD-50 abruptly sank. In an effort to address these issues, Admiral Kuznetsov is undergoing a multi-year upgrade. This extensive refurbishment aims to enhance the carrier's capabilities and extend its operational life. As of now, it cannot be relied on for optimum performance. In late December 2022 and early January 2023, reports emerged indicating that Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, IRGCN, was also in the process of converting two merchant container ships owned by the sanctioned state shipping line Irisl Group into its first aircraft carriers, named Shahid Madavi and Shahid Bagheri. This transformation was taking place at the Iran Shipbuilding and Offshore Industries Complex Company, ISOICO, in Bandar Abbas, near the Strait of Hormuz, a critical maritime oil transit choke point. The IRGCN initiated work on Shahid Mahdavi as early as May. Currently, Iran's drone carriers may not pose an imminent threat to the United States. Despite their potential vulnerability to Iranian torpedoes and missiles, U.S. aircraft carriers are equipped with a robust defensive system. This includes protective vessels, ultrasonic sensors, electronic countermeasures, and kinetic interceptors forming a protective battle group around each carrier. In a strategic comparison, Iran's carriers are unlikely to be significant game changers. Operationally and strategically, they are outmatched. Their capabilities may face constraints related to launch and recovery, as well as at-sea maintenance and repair operations, similar to other Iranian Navy warships. Furthermore, the carriers might lack the necessary anti-ship and air defenses required for resisting attacks and surviving direct engagements. While Iran's move into aircraft carriers raises eyebrows, it's important to note that, at least for now, their impact on the broader military balance appears limited. The impact of the Gerald Ford deployment. The recent deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford to the Mediterranean Sea is a significant milestone in its history. While the carrier has been involved in various operations before, this mission marks its first venture into a hostile area. Departing from Naval Station Norfolk on October 4, 2022, the carrier embarked on a task force exercise to conduct operations and training exercises alongside NATO allies and partners in the Atlantic Ocean. Numerous military experts assert the importance of aircraft carrier strike groups not only in deterring other states, particularly Iran, from engaging in conflicts, but also for broader strategic purposes. A key element within these groups is the deployment of destroyers equipped with Aegis missile defense systems. These systems play a crucial role in providing protection for Israel against ballistic missiles, a threat that has materialized through Iranian-backed groups in Yemen attempting to launch such missiles and long-range kamikaze drones at Israel. The effectiveness of the Aegis missile defense systems is evident in the successful interception of ballistic missiles and drones crossing the vast expanse of the Red Sea. The capability to thwart such threats is not limited to Israel's defense. The system could be deployed to safeguard any Middle Eastern country, albeit requiring official U.S. intervention in the conflict. This strategic move underscores the carrier's pivotal role in supporting peace and stability in the region, showcasing a formidable American presence that serves as a powerful deterrent against further conflicts. During its journey, the carrier made its first port visit outside the United States to Halifax Harbor in Nova Scotia, Canada. Later, it arrived in the waters of the United Kingdom and returned to Norfolk on November 26, 2022. In 2023, the USS Gerald R. Ford set sail on its first full-length deployment on May 3, operating in the 2nd and 6th Fleet's area of responsibility. The carrier arrived just outside Oslo, Norway for NATO exercises in May.
The world's largest aircraft carrier arrives in Oslo for NATO exercises with the Norwegian Armed Forces,
and later navigated towards the Arctic for further drills. In June 2023, it reached the Mediterranean, anchoring in Split, Croatia, for crew rest. Notably, the carrier participated in naval exercises with the Italian Navy in the Ionian Sea in early October 2023, reinforcing its pivotal role in international maritime security. Despite their grand size, carriers like the USS Gerald R. Ford can be vulnerable to instability on the water due to the dynamic forces of the sea. To address this challenge, the U.S. Navy has implemented sophisticated systems and mechanisms, including ballast systems, stabilizers, and shock absorbers, ensuring the carrier maintains maximum stability during sea operations. These systems work seamlessly together to counteract the effects of rough seas and maintain a steady platform for aircraft operations. Modern innovations, such as high-tech pneumatic fenders, have also been introduced to enhance the safety of ships, particularly while docked in port. These fenders provide vessels with the ability to detect potential threats, such as storms or rough seas, and take swift measures to safeguard the ship, often by relocating to open waters, ensuring their protection and integrity. The USS Gerald R. Ford's game-changing capabilities are amplified by its accompanying fleets, underlining its pivotal role on the global stage. This extraordinary vessel, armed with advanced weaponry and a diverse fleet of aircraft, is setting new standards for military power projection. As the world watches closely, the carrier's presence reshapes the balance of power and security dynamics. It represents the United States' unwavering commitment to global peace and stability, while providing a formidable deterrent to potential adversaries, showcasing the nation's dedication to maintaining international security. Before we continue, let's have our subscribers' pick for today. Speaking of the U.S. secret $13 billion aircraft carrier shocked Hamas, Iran, and Russia, here is the USS Ronald Reagan, a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Recently, it initiated a fresh series of naval exercises alongside South Korean warships in response to North Korea's ballistic missile launch. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff released a statement indicating that the Reagan carrier and its battle group returned to the waters near the Korean peninsula, commencing 2 days of drills. The primary objective of these exercises is to enhance the defense capabilities of both South Korea and the United States. The move is part of a concerted effort to bolster operational capabilities and readiness in the face of potential provocations by North Korea. Notably, the U.S. Naval Strike Group had previously engaged in missile defense exercises alongside warships from Japan and South Korea immediately following North Korea's ballistic missile launch, which had flown over part of Japan. How do you think the USS Ronald Reagan would help with the protection of this region? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Is the USS Gerald Ford unsinkable? In World War II, aircraft carriers played a pivotal role, surpassing even the mighty battleships with their ability to project firepower over long distances. Fast forward to today, and the aircraft carrier faces new threats, primarily from missiles that boast impressive ranges and hypersonic speeds. Additionally, coordinated attacks by smaller vessels or drones, think swarm attacks, pose a significant risk. So the big question arises, could these tactics effectively sink the USS Gerald Ford, the latest in the Ford-class carriers? Historically, submarines have been a major threat to carriers due to their stealth, but the Ford's speed of about 30 knots already outpaces most submarines. Submarines attempting to catch up would generate noise, quickly identified by the Ford's escort ships and anti-submarine helicopters. Another potential threat is cruise missile attacks, launched from extreme distances. While cruise missiles flying low to the ocean avoid initial radar detection, their pop-up phase reveals them to Ford's battle group radars. The Aegis cruisers would coordinate defense, firing anti-missile missiles. The Ford, equipped with rim launchers and CIW's phalanx turrets, forms a formidable defense against cruise missile threats. Ballistic missiles, with their long-range capability, could be a more significant concern. Modern missiles from China and Russia, like the DF-21 carrier killer, purportedly possess the maneuverability to accurately target a moving carrier. However, the Ford's battle group, with its Aegis cruisers armed with SM-6 missiles, has showcased the ability to defend against ballistic missile strikes. The threat of swarms of drones and speedboats laden with explosives emerges as a real danger, especially in coastal areas. Yet the Ford carrier, designed for open sea operations, maintains a considerable advantage. Defense companies are already testing directed energy weapons to counter such threats. The USS Gerald Ford, the first in its class, carries over 90 aircraft, including F-35Cs, making it an unparalleled force. However, as technology evolves, there's a shift towards smaller, faster weapons like anti-ship missiles. This prompts a defensive arms race with the development of lasers and railguns. The future will reveal whether the Ford-class carriers will continue to dominate the seas, or if the era of supercarriers is coming to an end. The ongoing advancements in naval warfare reflect the dynamic nature of military strategies and technologies. Now, we understand how the ripple effect of deploying such a formidable asset like the USS Gerald Ford is felt across the geopolitical landscape, enhancing the United States' strategic posture. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.